Okay, first of all, this is ridiculous that my phone keeps losing storage, and then I have to keep getting up, and then I lose my place in the book, and then somebody starts barking, and it's like, OMG. Natasha, come on. Both of you sit down. Where were we? Okay, we only have like 2 pages left, I think. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, Lord. 4. Louie, come on. Ruby, sit down. Ruby, sit down. Louie. Louie. What am I doing? All right, this is not good. You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna read it. Over here, Louie. Look now, my dress got caught to my shoe. Right now, come. Mr. McGarity couldn't believe either because he said, "It can't be gone, Maggie. I saw you set it on the can. It must have fallen inside." He looked and it was not there. "It's not inside the can, Mr. McGarity, and it's not on the ground." "Well, it couldn't walk away," said Mr. McGarity. "But nobody came by when we were eating our popcorn. I didn't see anybody. Did you, Maggie?" "No one came by. But one big bumblebee," said Maggie. A strange look came over Mr. McGarity's face. "Maggie," he said. "Louie," I said. He may have seen how pretty it was and picked it up to take to the queen bee. She may be getting married. For all we know, said Mr. McGarity, he may have needed it for his wedding. Okay, seriously, it could be a possum, so I do have to check it out. I'm not sure we're going to get through this book here. This chapter. In any good ways, anyway. Mr. McGarity couldn't believe either. Where were we? "Oh, I saw you set it on the can. It must have fallen inside. They looked. It was not there." "It's not inside the can, Mr. McGarity, and it's not on the ground." "Well, it couldn't walk away," said Mr. McGarity. "Louie, keep it right here. Louie, come here. Right now." "Nobody came by when we were eating our popcorn. I didn't see anybody. Did you, Maggie?" "No one came by. But one big bumblebee," said Maggie. A strange look came over Mr. McGarity's face. "Maggie," he said, "that's who took the ring. Mr. Bumblebee has carried it away." "But whatever would a bumblebee want with a ring?" asked Maggie Muggins. "He may have seen how pretty it was and picked it up to take to the queen bee. She may be getting married for all we know," said Mr. McGarity. "He may have needed it for his wedding." "Well," said Maggie, her eyes flashing, "no queen bee or any other bee is going to get married with my popcorn ring. Mr. McGarity, I'm going to follow that bumblebee and I'm going to get my ring." Mr. McGarity shook his head. "Wait a minute, Maggie. Don't be too hasty. That bee may sting you." "If he does, I'll sting him right back," said Maggie Muggins as she raced out of the garden and into the meadow. The bee was well ahead of her, but when she reached the clump of sweet clover in the middle of the meadow, She could see the red stone of her golden popcorn ring flashing in the sunlight. The bee did not see her coming. He was gathering nectar from the clover. The ring was around his fat striped body. Mr. Bumblebee. He turned and he said, "Zzz, you can't frighten me with your zizzing, Mr. Bumblebee. You came to the watering can when Mr. McGarry and I, Louie and I were eating popcorn. You took my ring. Louie, I want it back," said Maggie Muggins. "Z's," said the bee. "Is that all you have to say for yourself?" asked Maggie. "Oh my gosh, it really isn't much, you know. And besides that, I'd like to tell you something. I don't think much of a person who steals." The bee looked at Maggie sadly. I didn't steal, Maggie Muggins. I didn't steal your ring. I just took it because he swallowed hard and blushed. "I took it because I want it for a wedding ring."